So we are up in the attic right now. I'm checking out the cast iron stack. Got some friends up here. I don't know what all's living in here, but it's quite the sight. So I remarked that, hey, it looks like it's plastic popping out of the top. And I'm right, it is. Unfortunately, that doesn't go down very far. So what I'm gonna do today, so I'm up in the attic. My plan is to basically drill a hole right behind the stack, kind of where that spray bottle of urine is, I guess. I'm gonna drill a hole there, hopefully get down through, got a nice long drill bit, and I'm going to attempt to determine where in the, is that hair? Sorry. I'm gonna attempt to determine where the stack is in relation to the room downstairs. So I'll show you that in a second here, but yeah, just some exploration. Really want to know. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure the stack is adjacent to a wall. I stuck my drill bit down there and, found nothing to bite into. So I decided to drill up about 18 inches from the pipe. So this is going to be on the interior. So I'm going to have something to patch, but I'm going to leave this up here right now so I can see where the hole is more easily to the downstairs. So I'm down in the bathroom right now and in the kitchen, and I don't see anything after I drill down. So my guess is the stack is right here, thereabouts. So there's a kind of like a bump out here, I think, this wall here. So I think it's gonna be in this wall. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do another exploratory hole. Yeah, we got a water line running right there, it's fantastic. I'll do another exploratory hole, just bring it out a little bit further so I can get a sense for where that stack is in the wall, just alignment perspective, so I know where it makes sense to dig in. So coming up. All right, it worked. So, obviously I've got some repair to do, but that doesn't bother me. I've got a good sense where the stack is, so I had to come in just to the right of where the stack was, so it's gonna be right here. And I'm just gonna measure back to know, from this point to know exactly where in the wall the stack is. But my guess is that it's right about, I guess it's right about there. So yeah, which means unfortunately the connection to the plumbing is under this floor, which means I think I am gonna need to get into this wall. I'm gonna need to get into this floor, and then I'm gonna need to get into or underneath this cabinet. And this is the one I'm not super keen on because the connections in here are basically fit for this. They may have, I'm looking at it, I mean, I can probably pull those off or cut those off, but that one in there, right in there, the, sorry, I do this at the same time, the drain line, I might be able to sweat that off, but it's gonna be a mess. So what I think I need to do is cut that or open that up and then remove this, basically lift that off, remove it, and then get in there so I can look at how that drain line runs. Because as it is right now, from what I can see, it's one solid piece. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to not take that apart. Although I do see there's some wood back there and some openings in the, drywall. So I'm wondering what I'll find. But anyway, if I'm lucky, I can isolate the damage to underneath this cabinet. We don't have to worry about flooring. And then this wall, which I think I'm gonna have to open up. But given where it is, like this is, I don't know what this stuff is. It's like a plastic. Maybe I can buy that and replace that. I can pull that off. I'm gonna have to pull this shelf off, which is barely hanging on there anyway. I might just actually remove that. And then get in there, and hopefully when I'm done, I can replace the pieces and put everything back together. Given my luck, that's probably not gonna happen. Now, one of the alternative things that I was considering, you know, ultimately this is unsightly and just a terrible idea, right? I don't know why it was done like this, no clue. But if I were to open up the floor in the kitchen and plan on replacing the floor, this line actually runs from here all the way up around the door and then over through one of a few holes in the wall. I can't see it, but yeah, it runs through there. So if I were to open this up a little bit more broadly, one of the things that I could do is run that line. Yeah, I could run that line down into the floor in between and then run it out through here. I don't know what this flooring is. I haven't taken any of it out because I was hoping to not have to do that. It looks like some not so good flooring anyway, but I might be able to take parts of that out. But, well, I say that. No matter what, there's like 3 or 4 layers of flooring on here. So I probably won't be able to do that. You can see how thick that is. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'll probably pull that off and just check and see what we're dealing with. But I have an opportunity to basically say, all right, I can replace this flooring. I can, under here, I can run the line through there. And I'm gonna have to take that out anyway. I'm gonna have, I think, access to some level of internals in the bathroom here. Yeah, I might be able to, you know, maybe run it out through there, at least kind of minimize that run. And it's much easier to just block it up there if I go through the floor. So, sorry, this is a longer video than I intended. I don't know if I'm excited, but you know, this is something that's been bugging me for a while, just in the back of my head, and we were off doing stuff last week, so it's kind of been there, and I've been thinking about it, but now at least I know or have a sense for what I'm dealing with, so that makes me feel better. Anyway,